Hi everyone! Today I want to show you one of my favorite suites from the new annual catalog, and I think it's one that you're going to love and that's going to help you make quick cards when you need to, and also long and beautiful fun shaker cards and things when you want to have more time. It's just a really great coordinated suite of products, and I thought I would show you the whole suite really quickly, and then we're going to make a shaker card together. And so if you've already seen the suite and you want to, you can fast forward to where we start making the card. But otherwise, I do want to show it because I think it is a great product. And I think it gets missed a lot. I realized I didn't sell a lot of Memories and More cards. And sometimes that's because maybe the pack doesn't quite fit what you need, and maybe you're not a scrapbooker and you think you don't need them. And if you don't know what they are, here they are. Memories and More card packs. And a lot of times these are for pocket scrapbooking. So you have a scrapbook pocket that you kind of put these little cards in, and maybe I should show one really quick. All right, this is the first one I saw on my desk. But anyway, you take the cards and you put them inside of the pockets. So this is a really old one, obviously, and you can use some of them as journaling cards. You can use some of them, there's great journaling cards in there, and then some of them are good just for backgrounds. And anyway, it's just a good little quick scrapbooking, and I like them for scrapbooking. And here's an example of a journaling card. But if you don't need journaling, look on the back, there's a pattern. So I'm showing it to you even if you're not a scrapbooker, because this kit in particular lends itself to card making, and there's a product that goes with it. There's two different products. These cards and envelopes coordinate with the colors in the Memories and More cards and in the suite, the beautiful balloons and the bright and beautiful paper, which I'll show you. So these cards, you get 20 card bases and 20 envelopes for $11. I mean, how awesome. And the envelopes are decorated on the outside and on the inside with those fun circles. The card bases, there's actually two different bases. I don't know what happened to my other bases. Here they are. So you get a couple different card bases, and you can, make them landscape or portrait style. You've got these really fun card bases, and then you can take these Memories and More cards and layer them for a really quick card. You can add more. You could stamp and add more die cuts and things if you want, but they're just really easy to make a quick card, and you can layer them or just use them as yet another layer. You could layer two. You could put that one down and then this one on top, all kinds of things. And then it comes with sticker sheets also. 4 sticker sheets. You get 50 cards. So you get 25 small ones and 25 large ones. And then 4 sticker sheets. Let me find them. Yeah, here they are. There's 2 different styles, so 2 of each. We got them all. There we go. There we go. So you've got sticker sheets, and you can add those on top for your scrapbook pages or your cards. It's just a really quick and fun card making kit to have on hand. So it's kind of a do-it-yourself kit. That's not a pre-planned project, but just the ability to layer a background. And you can use these on your regular standard card bases too. You can cut them down. So like here's a regular standard card base. You could easily trim this down and make a really fun background. So they're really great. I think the price point on the Memories and More cards is good. You get, let's see, $8.50 gets you 25 large, 25 small cards, and 4 sticker sheets. So that's the price point on that. The cards and envelope pack, like I told you, 20 cards, 20 envelopes. That's a good deal for $11. And there's one more thing that I want to show you that kind of coordinates with it too, are these white card bases and envelopes, and these are cut to match exactly. So let's grab one of these. You get cards and envelopes in 2 sizes. One is the smaller size, like so, and you can layer them, and again, you can add more, or if you just need something fast, these are great. So they're sized perfectly. And here you get 10 cards and 10 envelopes for each. Let's see. 10 for each size. So you get 10 small cards and envelopes and 10 large cards and envelopes. So 20 cards altogether for $10.50. So awesome. And then the larger one, so you got the small one I showed you. So this would be something like you wanted to add it to, like maybe you're going to a party and you've got a gift bag. This is a smaller size, so you can write out your card and add it to the gift bag because it's a little small for mailing. I'm not positive if this is mailable in all markets. I'm not sure. So look that up. And then the larger one, same thing. You get cards and you can layer them. You can put multiple layers. I love this one, hip hip hooray. Anyway, size, so you got a really nice border, and this one is larger and will go in the mail. So anyway, I wanted to show you those because this particular one I think is great for everybody because everybody needs birthday, right? Sometimes the memories in more packs are more specific, but this time birthday, bright colors can go masculine, feminine. You can add or subtract, you make it easy, or dress it up. Such a great line. Okay, now what I really wanted to show you, back to my original thought here, was this card, a shaker card. And who doesn't love that? So the Beautiful Balloons stamp set, and I think these are also called Beautiful Balloons dies, are really fun. They're brand new in the annual catalog, and they're just a really fun die set. I love that there's stars. You can imagine using this for 4th of July. You've got confetti, you've got a tag, and then these really fun balloons. Oh, and I also wanted to point out this little tassel because that's great for grad cards. And there's a tassel in the stamp set that you can cut out with this die, or this more detailed tassel can be cut out in school colors for a graduation card. So this one's really fun too. And this is a fun little strip here that I'll show you. Also, anyway, it's a really fun stamp set, and I wanted to make this fun shaker card. I keep saying the word fun, but really, isn't it fun? This is the paper that kind of coordinates with that suite. And the paper, if you're looking at this in June 2023, is on sale. So grab that up while you can, and think about getting the Memories and More while you're at it. So you've got these beautiful designs. On one side you've got bright colors, on the other side you've got some just tone on tone colors. It's in mostly newer colors, so like Lucky Limeade, Berry Burst, Azure Afternoon. You've got what else is in here? The Peacock, Pretty Peacock, Misty Moonlight, Lucky Lemon Lolly. So all kinds of new colors in this one. It's really fun. So what we're going to do is make a shaker card. So I chose my background card to be Lucky Limeade, and you need a base in Lucky Limeade, and then we're going to add another layer of Lucky Limeade on top that we're going to cut our opening for our shaker card out of. But before we do that, I want to stamp on this first. So I'm going to stamp with this really fun kind of streamer. See this streamer here? I love that. So we're going to stamp with the streamer, and we're going to do it to, I don't know if I showed you the card, but we're going to stamp the streamer with the gold embossing, and then we're going to also stamp it with that Lucky Limeade. So I'm going to do the Lucky Limeade first, and I'm going to, I just want it to swoop across the page here. And you can even do another one and it'll lightly show up, but it depends on how much ink you got on there. So I want to make sure to get it really showing up, and I want at least 2, maybe 3. And you can move this around so that your streamers don't all match. I'm going to go over a little bit like that, and then I think I will do another one here. Okay, so that is my Lucky Limeade streamer, and now we're going to add gold on top. So let me clean this up. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do it again. I'm going to try to make it a little different. Let's see, what can I do? I can go across the whole thing. and I want to go again. Now, another fun thing you can do with these photopolymers is if you want, you can bend them more, get a bigger bend out of them. Decisions. Okay, and I think I want one to go really swoopy low, so let's do that. Okay. So now I'm going to add gold embossing powder. And a funny story, I don't do my classes at home because I don't have a lot of space in my house with my dining room, and my children are always around underfoot and they like to come and ask me questions and talk to the ladies and people who are attending. So I hold them at a church that lets me rent some space. So I left my gold embossing powder there. They do let me keep a cabinet so I don't have to carry things, and I must have left it because I don't see my gold embossing powder anywhere. But there was a kit a while back, a couple years ago, that was an embossing, it was like an all-inclusive kit, and it came with embossing powder. And so I have these little tiny tubes of embossing powder from the kit. So we're going to use that for now. And hopefully I will find it when I'm there next. I couldn't believe it, that it was missing from my desk. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I got this area better. All right. Now I see that I caught the edge of my block and got a little bit of embossing powder in a spot that I don't want it. Okay, and now I'm going to heat it up. All right, now we're going to go ahead and cut this out. You want it to be in the corner on the left, but slightly away from the top because you need to have some space to put your shaker element. So let's go ahead and cut this out. Okay, so now we've got this fun decorated balloon that we can use on another project. So I thought it was really cute, or you can use it on the inside of your card. I just thought it was really fun to do this ahead of time and keep this fun balloon. So hopefully you'll do something with that. Okay, so now we have this part. Now on this card, this was kind of one that I came up with when I was designing it, and I've had a second thought on how I wanted this background piece to be. So I'm using patterned paper behind because I thought that might be a fun way to show more color. So let me show you what I've got. I've got this fun little piece of stars that's going to show up behind there, and you can pick any of those colors from your patterned paper pack or those Memories and More packs. You can use those behind there, and it's just a really fun way to add some more color behind. So I wanted to do that because I was trying to bring in some more of that azure or blue tones because my label is going to be blue. Okay, so how you make a shaker card. So we're going to go ahead, and some of you may already know this, but you're going to go ahead and kind of make sure you glue this down where it's going to be covering that whole shaker hole there. Double check. Okay, now for this element, you're going to flip it over and you're going to attach a window sheet that is like a clear acetate sheet. There's actually some patterned acetate sheets in the catalog, which I did use. You can see the stars and things on here. I ended up not using that at Stamp Camp when I was cutting because I realized I didn't have enough for everybody to have that pattern piece. So everybody got clear, and that's another good reason to use pattern paper behind. So now you need to stick this down. So we're going to stick it down. Kind of go around. and stick it down. There we go. And then we have these really fun adhesive strips in the catalog. They're like, let me grab some. Actually, I think this one's almost empty. Let's use this one. Okay, they're little strips of foam, and they have adhesive on both sides. And you want to grab a strip, and you're going to build like a little wall to keep the shaker elements, the sequins, whatever it is you're putting in there, in place. And I want to say, don't go around the square, because nobody can see sequins that are down here. So if you were to put your strip down here and go around the square this way, you might have sequins that end up down in here that no one's going to see, and that's kind of a bummer, right? You don't want people to not see those sequins. So I try to get as close as I can to the area that is going to be seen. So and it's nice because these things bend, so you don't have to do that square. You can go around this balloon pretty closely. And then you don't have any hiding sequins. And then, you know, if you put so many in there and half of them are hidden, it's kind of a bummer. All right, so then I'm gonna tear that off. Now, you do want your card to be the same height all the way around, so take your extra strip, and you can use regular dimensionals. I found that the regular dimensionals and these are not quite at the exact same height, so I usually just grab another one of these strips and fill in some areas. So I want to, and you can go all the way around. I like to not go all the way around just because I like to save my adhesive strips. But we're going to go pretty close to all the way around. You just don't want it to look wonky, wobbly. Okay, and maybe something in this corner. Scissors would be good too. All right. So we used about a strip and a half, maybe 2 strips on that. Now before you turn it over, you're going to want to put something here to shaker. So some people think you're going to put the shaker elements in here, but think how hard that would be to line that up. So instead, you know that if you put them in the middle here, that once you move the card, they'll disperse. So grab some sequins, whatever you have on hand. I happen to have this old pack of sequins. And Stampin' Up! Has several fun little things you can put in here. These are stars, which I thought went with this paper nicely. So put them in the center because you don't want to accidentally put them underneath your tape. You want enough. If you put too much, then they don't really shake. So you have to kind of gauge what a good amount is, and that's going to be just learning. Okay, so I think that's good. This is kind of a big balloon, so you don't want to be too skimpy. Maybe another pinch. Okay, and now we're going to put this down. And now you've got a really fun shaker element. Now we're going to add some more things. We're going to add a greeting, and then I've pre-cut some balloons that we can add on top. So I'm going to put this to the side here, and then this one I cut just to have some more paper on the inside. I like when the inside has a little something also, and we'll stamp on the inside as well. Okay, I'm going to use the It's Time for a Celebration. This time we're going to emboss in white. I have to have 2 different color embossings. This piece is 3 1/4 by, I think it's just slightly under 1 inch. It was a scrap that I had, so you can use 1 inch or slightly under. I'm going to actually maybe trim it down to 3/4 of an inch because I think it's a little big. And we're going to stamp this time. We're going to emboss in white. And I did find my white embossing powder. And my tray is filled with the gold, so I'm going to go ahead and use this scrap paper. Okay, I can't decide if I want to trim that down or not. I'm going to leave it alone. So I'm going to flag the end, and that just means I'm going to cut a little notch in it. There we go. And then I want to add some baker's twine to my balloons. I like them to have something to kind of hold them closed, I guess. And I'm thinking to myself that it's nice if the balloons have a little tie. So I'm gonna just make a couple little bows, and then we'll do the inside of the card. All right, there's our outside. For the inside, I am just going to stamp one of the additional stamps from the set called the Beautiful Balloons is the set. I'm going to use Azure Afternoon and stamp a happy birthday. And I'm also going to add this little balloon. So I need the little tie, or the little balloon string. So fun. Kind of wanted an idea of where it goes. There we go. And then there's some confetti inside the stamp set. So let's use some of that. Just kind of flip it around and put confetti everywhere. And then, just because I wanted to have another color, and why not, they also have these little dots. So kind of like more confetti. This is, I guess, more streamers. And I'm going to go right in next to them. Just for fun. And then you've got plenty of room for your greeting down there. Let me make sure I glue this down. All right, so I'm going to glue the whole thing together now. There you go. I hope you like it. And I think if you take a look at this suite of products, you're going to like all of it. And don't forget that the paper pack is on sale through the month of June 2023. So it depends on when you're watching this. This is an annual catalog product, so this will be around for an entire year at least, maybe more. And I just think it's great. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll subscribe, hit the bell so that you'll get notified next time I make a video. Bye.